Hey everyone, in this video we're talking all about how to avoid landing in spam. When you send an email, the first job of the receiving email platform like Gmail, Yahoo, or Outlook is to protect their users from receiving spam. To do that, there are some key indicators that they look for. Believe it or not, the chances of you landing in the inbox as opposed to landing in spam or the promotions folder is 10% tech. That is what Gold Star Pro does. And a whopping 90% user behavior. That is what you do. What you send, when you send it, and how people react to it. In this video, I want to give you a super quick overview of how you can get better results and give you some steps to follow to increase your chances of landing in the inbox. Keep in mind that all of this is best practice, tips that will help you understand how email marketing works. Do you have to do all of them right now? No, just work towards using this training as a guideline to help you learn the ins and outs of email marketing so you can get the best possible results. Let's start by breaking this into 3 different sections. Number 1, in and around your email. That is what you send. Number 2, volume and consistency when you send it. Number 3, engagement and user reaction. That is, how do people react to your emails? First of all, in and around your email. Tip number 1, don't use spam words. One of the major key indicators that email platforms use to determine where you land is spam words. Those words most commonly used by spammers. For example, win, click here, and free trial. Even just writing in capital letters can suggest a message is spam. Now, while these words seem kind of obvious, you might be surprised at how many regular words are now considered spam. To avoid using these words, use a site like Bloggy's Tools to check your content before you send it. Simply add your content, click scan, and your spam words will be highlighted. Change these and then check again. Aim for as few words as possible. Tip number 2, don't use too many links. Another key indicator of potential spam is an email filled with links. Best practice is 1 link, 2 at most, shared throughout the email. You can use it in multiple places, but limit the actual link destination to 1 or 2 at the most. Watch out for email signatures that link to a website, YouTube, Instagram, and more. Each of these is an individual link. Finally, don't use too many pictures. I know text-based emails can be a little plain, but they can be highly effective. Would you prefer to send a pretty email that lands in spam or a plain email that gets opened? That's not to say you can't use images, but do so sparingly because too many may have you hidden away, nowhere to be seen. Next up, volume and consistency. Tip number 1, don't send too much too soon. Imagine you're sending out an email blast of 3,000 emails. You knock on Google or Yahoo's door and say, "Hey there, I've got 3,000 emails to send." Now, if they don't know who you are, if you've never met and have no reputation, that is, you're using a new sender pathway, Google and Yahoo are going to be a little suspicious of what you're sending, and as a result, you'll likely have a bunch of those 3,000 emails land in spam. But if you turn up with, say, 100, because it's not too many, they'll likely let you through. The next day, when you turn up with 200, having met you the day before and knowing that it wasn't spam, they'll let you go through again. What we're doing here is building a reputation, teaching the likes of Google and Yahoo that they can trust you. In a very short time, doubling every day, you can build the quantity to thousands of emails every day, and email platforms will happily let you do so because you've got a great reputation. But why haven't you had to do this before? Because most email marketing companies are structured to send your emails through their own domains. The domains are well used, but may not have the highest possible reputation. Gold Star Pro is designed to help you get the best possible results. Keep in mind, though, that this is best practice, the very best way to build a great reputation. Could you send 500 on day 1? Maybe 1,000? Well, sure you could. You may just find that your open rates are a little lower because a higher percentage land in spam. Tip number 2, be consistent. Send regularly so email providers don't forget who you are. If you send a bulk email one day and then turn up 2 months later with another 3,000, email platforms might not remember who you are and you'll find yourself back at square one. So once you've established your reputation, send regularly. Create a newsletter and send it out at least every 2 weeks. This way, the likes of Google and Yahoo will see that you are consistently sending emails and you'll maintain an excellent reputation. And an excellent reputation means more emails landing in the inbox. The final part of the equation is engagement and user reaction. That is how your audience reacts to your emails. Just like Facebook and Instagram algorithms, email providers love to see positive reactions to your messages. Do you get lots of email opens? Do you get lots of clicks? And do people reply to your messages? All of these are signals that email providers look for. If you get them, great, your reputation will improve. But if you don't get them, your reputation could take a hit. So, how do we get readers to open, click, and reply? First of all, make sure you're sending to a warm audience. Gold Star Pro is not built for cold email marketing. You should be sending to people that have opted in to your emails. Make sure that you use subject lines that will encourage them to open the message. Ask a question and hint that the answer is inside. Once inside, be sure to include at least one call to action. If you don't include a link they can click on, your click rate will be 0. And finally, invite them to reply to your messages. Hearing back from your audience will not only help your email reputation, but help you build a relationship. So let's do a quick recap. To get the best possible email results and land in the inbox as often as possible, the 3 areas to focus on are 1, in and around your email, that is, what you send. Number 2, volume and consistency, when you send it. And finally, number 3, engagement and user reaction, how people react to your emails. Watch out for these 3 and you'll be rewarded with fantastic results. Of course, if you ever have trouble or have questions, be sure to head to the Facebook group. Go ahead now and click mark as complete and I'll see you on the next video.